We're speaking with Bloomsburg University head men's and women's track and field coach Bernie Empie today as the Huskies prepare for this weekend's PSAC championships at Edinburgh University this coming Saturday and Sunday. Coach, you've got 15 qualified on the women's side and 12 on the men's side. Let's talk about the women a little bit first. Kaylee Caruso at the long jump and triple jump. Talk to us about her season so far.
Kaylee's obviously got seasoned being a junior now, and she's certainly improved tremendously in her career here, and certainly has some goals left to achieve during this season. But she's definitely been on weekend after weekend. The consistency in her jumps have been there, and and she's ready to do even more special things than she's already done. Obviously, setting at number 5 in the country in the long jump, she's pretty much locked up her opportunity to participate in the NCAA championships in March, and hoping to obviously take home a conference title in the long jump, but I wouldn't count her out in the triple jump either.
Kaylee is the #1 ranked in the long jump, just turned in a 5.99 meter jump this past Saturday, and she's ranked #2 in the triple jump. And you were talking off camera before with us about her 6 foot or the 6 meter mark. You think she has it in her this weekend?
I certainly do. She's had some jumps over the last couple weeks that she toe fouled and didn't really get measured for, but have been over 6 meters, and certainly this last weekend seeing her go 5.99. I wouldn't be surprised if the energy and the excitement that comes with a conference championship she's not over 6 meters come this weekend.
In the high jump, you've got Jocelyn EstradaPasquale. She's also an NCAA provisional mark, and she's ranked #4 going into the weekend. Does she have a chance to reach the podium?
Absolutely. Jocelyn has consistently year after year, she's a junior now, we've gotten to the PSAC championships, and she seems to bring her A game out for that meet, which is always exciting to see when a kid can come to the biggest stage and then step it up a little bit more from where they have been. So she's had some good looks at 5'7", which is 1.70 m over the last couple weeks, and every time you get another opportunity to jump that high, it helps a little bit more with the timing, and now it's just a matter of putting it together for her.
On the track, you've got a couple of people qualified in a couple different events. They're obviously only going to run 2 events at the championships. In the sprints, it's Alyssa Barthelmess, and distance, you got Hannah Boudreau. Talk with us, Alyssa, about Alyssa's season. 3 school records this year so far: 60 meters, 200 meters, 400 meters. What do you expect out of her this weekend?
Alyssa's really come along this year. Certainly she's been working hard. Kind of maybe after a little bit of a disappointing freshman year for her. Certainly has worked hard to get back to where she is, and I think funny in the last couple weeks she's kind of seen a little bit different side of herself than she thought she maybe existed. Didn't think she was that fast, and all of a sudden she's ranked high on the 60-meter list too, which presents us with some interesting situations about which way to go with her this weekend, being ranked 5th in the 60 and 5th in the 400. And 4th in the 200, so gives us some options with what to do with her. But really expecting that she's going to be a big point scorer come this weekend.
And you've got Hannah Boudreau. She's in the mile. She's qualified in the mile, the 3K and the 5K. And I know last year Kate Dodds did the triple over the weekend. I'm not sure you go that route this year with Hannah, but what's her expectations?
Hannah's, obviously Hannah's kind of now filling different shoes with Kate, Kate not here anymore. I think it was easy for her to step behind some upperclassmen leadership last year and just kind of follow. And now she's having to lead that group, and by and large, kind of set the pace herself. She's obviously qualified in all 3. I'll be honest with you, we won't try the triple with her this weekend. I won't tell you which way we're actually going to go with her at this point. But it's more about management and kind of figuring out where we think we can get the most points with I don't want to call it the least amount of effort, because racing is always a lot of effort, but just while staying within ourselves to do that.
Now on the guys' side, you're going to send 12 athletes to the championships. You've got a couple of guys in the field events probably that are going to be your point scorers. At least that's where you're looking at this point. Talk about Griffin Schwab in the high jump for us.
Yeah, Griffin has been solid, since he came in as a freshman. Obviously now as a junior, he's got 4 PSAC championships under his belt. About to go to his 5th. He's always in the mix come high jump day at the conference meet, which is usually on the second day of the championship. And, he's gone 199, which ranks him, I think, 5th in our conference right now. He certainly has a 2-meter jump in him. It's just about putting the timing together at the right time. And, and he's looked good over the last couple weekends. And certainly the energy that comes with a conference championship, has seemed to bring out his best jumps.
In the weight throw, senior Patrick Layman is also highly ranked and been having a pretty good season, just coming off a couple of first-place finishes at Susquehanna. What's his chances for the weekend?
I think they're really good. Last year we went to the indoor championship and Pat, had a breakout weekend and threw, I want to say, over 1 meter further than he had all year. And really kind of solidified himself as one of the top weight throwers in the conference, and has kind of been chasing that number during the year, and in the last couple weeks has started to put together some timing things so that it's coming around at the right time. And I wouldn't count him out to certainly be throwing 6 throws, advancing back to the final this weekend, and surprising some people of where he sits on the list right now versus where it all finishes, come the end of the event.
And you've got a newcomer to the team out of the football squad, Arthur Quay, in the long jump. I'm sure he's excited as a freshman to be getting to go to the conference championships.
I think he is. Arthur's a talented young man, and it's always a challenge when you get an athlete from another sport, because they come in a little bit behind everybody else. You haven't had 3 months to prep them for what's coming, each weekend in and out, and we're kind of playing, trying to rush the process a little bit with him, but also trying to just put in some good sound techniques that are going to be replicatable for him on a weekend that is definitely going to be one of the highest energy weekends we've seen all season.
And just in general for both teams, how were you pleased with the way the indoor season went for you from both the men's and the women's side?
Overall, yeah, I'm definitely pleased. I mean, obviously, from a coach, you always want to be better than you are. You always want to have more qualifiers than you do, and you always want to finish higher than you do in the conference, or especially if you're not finishing number 1. But overall, I've really pleased with what we've been able to accomplish so far. Certainly excited to finish out the season on a high note this weekend. I think we're looking to be in the top 10 on the men's side again this year, and looking to replicate last year's 3rd-place finish for the women and use that as a springboard to have a great outdoor season.